and talk about whatever we want.
Fucking A.
And I might, I don't think I might. I'm definitely going to smoke at some point on today's episode.
All right.
Dude, my fucking...
I might get quiet afterwards. Sometimes I clam up.
Oh, not me, bro. The only thing that sucks when I'm in deep conversation after smoking is sometimes you lose your train of thought mid-sentence.
Yeah. Oh,
then
yeah.
you feel like a dumbass.
Yes.
Right? But you only feel like a dumbass if you do that while you're recording a show.
Yes.
If you're sitting in bed with your woman talking about life, you're like, wait, what are we talking?
You just let it wander.
And I'll just wait for a minute, and I'm like, I'm going to wait for Jenny's response to see if it can like jog my brain under what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
When Kozak and I do our podcast, the Enlightened Neanderthals, that happens to me probably 3 times an episode.
Well, and dude, people hear this that don't smoke. They probably think like, oh, it's because it's making you stupid. It's fucking your brain up, right? Yeah. I don't think that's what it is. I think what's happening is I know for a fact that when I smoke marijuana, it expands my way of thinking.
Okay. I agree with that, and it takes me internal.
Yes. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it's internal. Sometimes it's external. But regardless, like, it almost feels like I'm going to like a 30,000 foot view of my life.
Okay.
Where I can look down and, I mean, it's like Jocko always talks about detaching, right? Mm. Detachment is a leadership principle. And if you think about like even young Rangers, where were the platoon sergeant and the PL when we were in the maze?
Yeah,
they're up above.
Up top watching.
They're detached.
Oh, man. You know what? There is a woo-woo, spirity woo-woo correlation to that, which is that one of the big goals that you work towards and that when you get to, you truly become like the master of yourself is when you can self-witness.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So that, I mean, if you think about... If you were in the maze, and what the maze is for people that don't know, when we were Rangers, it was our live shoot house. We had a live shoot house built in Fort Lewis with walls that were, 18 inches thick with sand.
Something.
And you could literally go in there and do live fire. And that's a gift in a training environment.
Yeah.
Most people outside, I mean, I don't think straight leg infantry units do any in-house live fires. Maybe they do.
I don't think so.
But it's a pretty big deal, right? To be able to have that facility to ourselves.
Yes.
But think about it. If you could go through and flow through the rooms and instead of thinking about moving through the building with your own 2 eyes, if you could almost have like a bird's eye view.
Yeah, like a out of body experience type of.
Well, bro, you know Big Tom, Nogi, Daniel's homie.
Oh yeah,
professional fighter Tom.
Yeah.
Have you ever done any rounds with him?
Dude, it was so ridiculous.
It feels like a man fighting a baby.
We did rotations on a Thursday night wrestling, and it was double legs, like starting from standing. It's like, all right. I think Jordan even had a start from like where you've shot in and you're on the one knee between their legs, and so you've already got sort of the double leg secured, and you start from there. But I was with Tom, and I was like. And I just sort of picked, and I felt my spine, like he sort of sprawled gently, and my spine still just collapsed.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, man. You can train for 20 years like I've done, and then there's guys like Tom, and it's like, well, I hope I never have to fight that guy in an alley. Yeah. But I always say, if guys are tougher than you, just become friends with them. Yeah, but anyways, when he wrestled all through college. He fought professional MMA.
Yeah.
And he's also 6'7".
Yeah, and huge.
And it's just like everything about him is not a guy you want to get in a fight with, right? But anyways, what he was saying, he said when he was fighting professionally, he would literally watch his fights from above.
Oh, so he would go out of body in the ring.
He said, I would have like this out of body experience.
No shit.
And now I'm simply watching myself conduct the fight from almost like a third party perspective.
Yeah.
And now I'm not emotionally involved like you would be if you're in your body. And here's the thing, man. When you hear someone say that, it sounds like, come on. Yeah, right. I've known Tom for 10 years. He's not a guy that says things for clout or tries to.
He doesn't say things, period.
No.
So if he's saying words, go ahead and listen.
Yeah. And I've when you get to know somebody well enough over a long period of time, you know who your bullshitters are and who you aren't. When he said that to me like not that long ago, and it was just like, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, the toughest dude in the room
dissociates
is floating above while he kicks your ass.
Yeah. Huh. You could dissect that a lot too, but I think you'd want to have like that dissociation. It could be fear, or it could be performance, or it could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know?
And I don't care who you are. If you're getting in a cage to fight someone, you're going to have an element of fear.
Oh, fucking A, you are.
And so maybe that is the answer to being able to quell that fear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how just detachment in general, right?
Yeah,
so think about that. And I have struggled with this my whole life. People know, like, I can fucking go off the cliff, and they literally, podcast listeners know me as my alter ego is Angry Anderson, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, dude, fuck you, shut the fuck up. Like, that's in me. But and I don't want that to necessarily go away, but you know what? It becomes a superpower if you can use your anger with intention, right? As opposed to like, this happens, now I'm, and dude, I've been able to hone that. You know where I've seen myself hone that more than anywhere lately is parenting.
Oh,
I'll walk downstairs and dude, it happened the other day because Jenny's been out of town all week. So I'm running the household, and I pull into the garage after closing the gym down, and I can hear them screaming at each other in the kitchen.
Oh God.
When I'm still in my 4Runner.
Yeah.
And instead of walking in there and interjecting even a hint of more aggression or anger, I was like, all right, everybody stop yelling. We're going to start talking now. And I want to know why you guys think it's acceptable to speak to your own family like this in your own house. Yeah. Well, she did that. No. You know?
Yeah.
And if you can fucking control the energy of any situation, that's the superpower. And again, I don't claim to be able to have that energy in all situations, but the older I get, the more I have control over that.
It's control of your nervous system is what it is. Because in the past, that same situation for me would have caused my nervous system to go tense up like this, and you can't see it on the microphone, but it's like all my muscles are clenching on like involuntarily, and a lot of times you're not even aware of it. So then you walk into that situation of chaos with your own nervous system in chaos, and then you just feed the machine. Whereas
feed the chaos.
A lot of what you and I have been learning through these, like, can I say MDMA ceremonies? We got to edit that out. I said it now.
Bro, I do whatever the fuck I want.
A lot of what you and I are learning through these MDMA ceremonies is, all right, fucking A. I forget where I am sometimes, is how to regulate our own nervous systems. That is another really important part of becoming master and commander of your own ship, is that now when you walk into this chaotic situation, your daughters are upset with each other and yelling at each other, you are walking in with a calm nervous system that is resonating calmness. Calmness, is that a word?
Of course it is.
Fucking it is now. And so that, just like tuning forks, right? If you whack two tuning forks and hold them, a foot apart, they're going to seek some sort of harmony.
Yeah, they'll come into harmony.
Right? So when you walk in with your calm nervous system into that chaotic situation, their nervous system is now going to start seeking a little bit of harmony from you, and you can control you can control situations without saying a word.
100%.
And this is actually a lot of what Christy and I have been teaching with our grounding method workshops, is how to regulate your own nervous system, because then you can have a presence and an authority in a room or in a group, in a meeting, whatever situation you want to apply it to, without fucking speaking.
Without speaking. Well, bro, it's funny you say that, because Reagan, who's 13, 13-year-old daughters are emotional, they're hormonal. She was having a meltdown about something. And I said, just come here and give me a hug. I don't want a hug.
Yeah,
said,
tensed up.
Yeah, I don't want a hug. I said, what do you mean you don't want a hug? I don't like hugs. I don't like them. I said, I've been your dad for 13 years. You've never had a problem with hugs. And I put my arms around her, and you could just feel her.
You feel that muscle tension melt?
Well, no. Initially, it was
resistance.
Okay. Just, I don't like this. I don't want to be hugged. Right?
I'm angry.
She'll be so pissed at me because, bro, some of the kids at school listen to the podcast, which I'm not an
all those
advocate
kids have thrown temper tantrums too, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah. But I mean, and then you can feel the fucking.
Yes.
And bro, here's the thing, man. That we didn't know what we were going to talk about. We got the theme of the episode now. It's your nervous system, right? Because if you look at anything that's going on,
why we're going to smoke pot.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
You look at anything that's going on in the world right now, it's a lot of people that are operating from a place of utter chaos.
Yeah.
That's it. It's
chaos,
dude.
And tension. And so like, here's again, talking to listeners, here's an experiment you can do is pull out your phone, open whatever your favorite social media is and start scrolling. Pay attention to the muscle tension in your body, right? Something about ICE will come up and you'll get a little tense. And then there'll be something about Somali immigrants. You'll feel a little
on both sides.
And that is the evil genius of these social media, like feeds, is that they keep you in a constant like, and then you scroll to the next one, you go, and then maybe every 10th one they give you a happy one just to kind of hit you with a little dopamine or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's back to that tension, and so it keeps your nervous system in a low grade state of fight or flight that you're not even fucking aware of.
And bro, all the people out protesting, same shit.
They're all raging. They don't even fucking know what they're raging about.
They don't even know what they're
raging about. They can't articulate it.
Bro, this is what I think's happening. And I don't even talk about it on social media anymore because it's like, if you can't see what's going on and just be intentional about taking your life where it needs to go, can we really help you? Like, obviously, I like to talk about it on the podcast but people come to the podcast with intention, right? Whereas social media is just scroll.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to be part of that network that's trying to pull people one direction or the other.
Yeah.
Because I honestly think the whole fucking system is
a play.
It's a choreograph. Yeah, it's a big choreographed play.
Yeah.
Like, bro, when did Minneapolis start burning this time?
I know.
Right
when everybody was getting really upset
with
about the
taxes,
Somali daycares and the Israelis.
And taxes, bro, and Israelis. And they said Instagram for about 2 weeks was nothing but people saying, let's quit paying taxes. The government doesn't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican if you quit paying taxes. If enough Republicans and Democrats arrive at the point where, hey, you know what, dude? This system that we've been paying into for the last fucking however many hundreds of years doesn't seem to be serving us. That's their downfall. And so as soon as people started kind of coming to an understanding that, you know what, the people hold the power, and nobody has done anything yet. A lot of people were saying, I'm not paying taxes. And one thing I said on the show is I'm not going to just blatantly say I'm not paying taxes until I'm ready to die for it. Okay? I'm not just going to say it and post it as a meme because it sounds cool. But if that line in the sand, I decide I need to step across that and now I'm not paying taxes anymore, just know what that means. That means goons are coming for you.
Maybe. The reality is the system does not have...
It doesn't have the capacity.
It doesn't have the labor power. They cannot come after everybody. They can barely come after a few people. And if you think about it from a bureaucratic standpoint, the guy who is... You actually shed some light on this when you described your experience with the Marshal Service, where you said you had this stack of files on your desk and you're supposed to clear them. And so if you're a poorly motivated bureaucrat at the IRS, you're going to look for the easy wins.
Of course.
Right? So you're going to find the one that's... So if you make it a little difficult and then you just play on the fact that these people are lazy, they just want their next performance review so that they can go about their life. They really just want to check all their boxes so that file on their desk can go away.
They just want their paycheck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But my point in tying this all together is exactly that. They don't have the manpower. The manpower of the federal government being able to come down on everybody is a facade. Their power is a facade.
And so the whole system is run on fear, really. The IRS is just a microcosm of this. They're going to send you an angry letter, and everybody clutches their pearls and bites their nails and goes, oh, shit, I got a letter from the IRS. Well, what next? Maybe they do send men with guns, and that is something that you do have to be at peace with. And you and I have talked about this a lot. And what I keep coming to with this whole tax thing is that I don't know that I can pay taxes and still be living in alignment with myself at this point, because I know I can see so clearly what this fucking system is. It's a system that preys on us through fear and extortion.
100%.
And if I continue paying into it, then I'm just bending a knee. So if I file my taxes, I am not living in alignment with what I believe.
Well, it sounds like you've come to that conclusion then, right? And but the thing is as soon as enough people, regardless of if they're going to do it or not, enough people were talking about it.
Yeah.
You couldn't scroll for a minute without seeing someone saying, fuck the government, I'm not paying taxes this year. I just saw a thing, Washington State is down an astronomical amount of money because no one's buying tabs anymore.
Yeah, go look at my truck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? So you know what? They're trying to pass a bill.
They want to put you in jail.
To have enforcement on tabs on parked cars.
Oh, shit.
If we see your car anywhere,
Yeah.
and it's like, dude, fuck you guys.
Who's the douchebag cop who's out who's like, fuck yeah, I'm going to go write some tickets for that?
Well, and here's the thing, dude. Like, well, the court and the government and the governor, like everybody's in cahoots together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the truth is, Washingtonians said $30 car tabs. That's what we all agree on.
Yes.
We will all agree to pay you guys $30, and that should be enough money to manage the roads. Mm-hmm. And they fucking said, you know what? We're not doing that. And it's like, okay, well, then we're not going to pay your tabs.
Yeah.
And when enough people do that, you can affect change. But I think because so many people are getting fed up with the ineptness of the government, that's why we're seeing riots again.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think like people put their tinfoil hats on. I don't think they're out killing people because of that.
No.
The reason people are dying is because...
Well, it's a created pressure cooker.
It's a created pressure cooker.
Yeah.
And if you put enough agents against enough angry citizens,
sooner or later, like violence
people are going to
has
start
to
dying.
happen. You can't
Exactly.
you can't control the particulars. You can just create the pressure in which these incidents happen.
What I don't understand about these incidents, I can't say that word right now. Why does every single fucking thing have to be left versus right? All on the right.
Because we live in a binary reality.
Renee Good was a terrorist that was trying to kill an agent, and that's what everybody on the right's saying. She got what she deserved. And everyone on the left is saying she's this innocent mom that dropped her kid off at school and was brutally murdered. Neither of those things are true.
Yeah.
This is the truth. She's a dumbass interjecting herself into a situation she probably shouldn't have interjected
High tension
herself.
situation. Yeah.
The agent was likely fucking acting emotionally, scared. I mean, I was a cop for a long time. You don't stand in front of cars. Mm-hmm. That's common sense, right? Well, she turned her wheel, and it's like, no, guys. And it's the same thing.
I also think when I see the cops dressed up in full battle rattle, I think there's an element of sort of the glorification of war that came out of GWAT. You know what I mean? Like the Instagram and YouTube glory of guys in plate hangers and multicam and whatnot. And it's like they are looking for their moment of action to be a real deal action hero. And so they're trigger happy. You don't walk around in all this shit and not want to use it. Well, right? Bro, most of these guys are dying to get in a gunfight, even if they don't realize what that means.
Bro, a good friend of mine is an ICE team leader in Minneapolis.
Okay.
And he texted me 2 days ago and said, this is one of the biggest shit shows I've ever been a part of. Yeah. And he goes, and the majority of the agents are pretty fucked up and untrained and unclear on how to conduct the job and conduct the mission. And he goes, and also another thing that's happening is higher up is saying, everybody pull back. We're ceasing operations. 2 hours later, disregard, new order came out. Operations are a go again. Start working your cases. Pull out. We're going to cease operation. He says that's happening every day. Every 2 hours.
Imagine being in Iraq with the Trump administration where every 2 to 3 hours there's a new tweet that changes national policy. You know what I mean? Like, this motherfucker gets on his phone and puts out a tweet, and you know what I mean? Like he'll give direction to, say, the director of national intelligence or chief of, or secretary of defense, secretary of war. But then within hours, he'll put out some sort of public announcement that completely countermands that.
Yeah,
so
dude.
His first administration was chaos. This administration is chaos. So again, let's go spirity woo-woo on this and talk about nervous systems. Trump is chaos. That's what he brings. And in archetypes, he's like a disruptor. He's here not to save the system, but to sort of expose it so that it can fall apart, is what I think.
Is that, yeah?
Yeah.
That's an interesting perspective, and it could very well be the truth.
He's like a deconstructor. Love him or hate him, he's just here to show you how fucked up it all is so that it can break.
And hey, maybe that's what we need, right?
It is what we need.
Well, I'll tell you what, dude, if, what was the guy that was just killed a couple days ago?
I don't know.
Preddy?
Yeah. But again, it's one of those like, you put yourself in these high pressure situations. Eventually, something's going to happen. Sideways.
And here's the thing, because people are like, "Well, fuck that guy. He kicked a taillight out." of a border patrol car. And here's the thing. I tend to agree with that. Like if you go start smashing cars with men in it that are armed, just know there's a potential for an armed conflict to take place. So I don't have any sympathy for this guy, but at the same time, but that's because
he was out there looking for trouble.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have any sympathy for him, but just because I don't have sympathy,
it's a bad shoot. But also he was looking for conflict.
That's what I was going to say. I also think it was a bad shoot. I don't think. I mean, I wouldn't have killed that guy. I've had lots of people sprawled out on the ground with a gun on them. I've never shot it. I think it was an ND.
I saw that.
Did you see that?
Yes.
That's what I think it was. I think it was an ND.
That sounds about right. And just knowing the level that your average. Here's the other thing. The men who are going to come to your house with guns, they're not well trained.
No, they're goons, bro.
Yeah.
They're not well trained.
They're not well trained at all. They got a lot of fancy equipment on. They want to believe that they're Delta operators. They are not. And yes, I saw that slow-mo video where it looks like after they disarmed him, they AD'd his gun, and then of course everybody started shooting.
But then it's like, okay, well, we want to be these pro 2A guys and support constitutional carry and all this shit. And then all the Republicans are like, well, he didn't need to have 2 magazines. Motherfucker, I'll have 100 magazines. I'll have a trench coat filled with magazines and go anywhere I want with it.
Yeah.
Like, since when is because someone that is on a different political side of something, their constitution
doesn't apply to them?
Yeah. It's like,
that is the problem with the right versus left argument, is that both sides want the other side to have their rights stripped.
Yes. And it's like, that guy can carry a gun wherever the fuck he wants. And Trump literally said he had 2 magazines. That's a lot of bad stuff. What do you mean?
Yeah.
What does that even mean? A lot of bad stuff. Let's say they're 15-round magazines. So he has 30 rounds.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bad stuff. What are you even fucking
talks?
Yeah,
he
what are you
doesn't
even
know what he's
talking about, dude?
Yeah.
And it's not a lot of bad stuff. Anybody that's ever been in any type of conflict knows that 2 magazines is not a lot.
It's about 8 seconds.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I very regularly, I should say, I don't usually carry another magazine on my person unless I'm going into somewhere where I think it might be necessary. Well, if you've decided to go interject yourself to the fucking streets of Minneapolis right now, it's pretty volatile. If you were going to carry a gun, it'd probably make sense to bring another magazine.
Yeah.
But again, like, I also don't care because I didn't know him. Yeah. Like, I don't have that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. I don't think you need to have necessarily a personal relationship with someone to feel an energy if they get killed. Like Charlie Kirk, watching him get killed felt gross to me.
Yeah.
Right? It's just, ugh.
Yeah.
But I've also followed that guy. I'm familiar with him somewhat. This dude that's just, a guy in Minneapolis was a dumbass.
It gave me the heebie-jeebies because of how clearly bad of a shoot it was.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
To me, it was like, oh, look at this. This is the creep of the control state, where it's like ICE is going to be the SS a little bit. Like, they're sort of uncontrolled, like they're under federal regulation, but nobody really seems to have a leash on them, and they're covering their faces, they're hiding their badge numbers, they're wearing combat gear, they're not wearing police gear, they're wearing combat gear, right? And they're out just kind of wrecking shit on the streets, and it's becoming normalized, right? So you can see like the incremental creep.
So many people are mad at you right now.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Those same people haven't noticed the Flock AI cameras being installed all around their cities, and they haven't noticed that. Let's see, Congress just passed a bill to put kill switches in all new automobiles, and they also don't realize that the same bill that gave more funding to ICE also gave more funding to immigrant visas. So they're bringing in more immigrants, but also funding ICE, and it's like, oh, duh, because they're creating the pressure cooker situation.
Yeah. Well,
so that this is, and in my opinion, it's also the control state can creep forward.
Well, and here's something that I think about. There are 2 truths. Like, people always say, like, there's not my truth and your truth. There's only the truth. Okay, that's an easy thing to say, but perspective can change what you infer the truth to be, right? And so you got people on the left that are like, no. They're literally going to like Home Depot and they're going after dudes that are just here trying to build fences, and people that have been here for 40 years and they're just trying to feed their family and blah, blah, blah. Okay, if that's truly happening, I can see where it's like, okay, is that really our primary focus, to get a guy that's been here for 40 years and builds fences?
Mm-hmm.
Those aren't the fucking the most dangerous people. They're rapists and they're murderers. And then on the right, they're saying, no. They're only going after rapists and murderers.
It's all MS-13.
Yeah, it's all fucking trend, whatever. Fucking all the shit from Venezuela, right? Mm-hmm. So you got people that are in conflict with each other, and one side is saying, no. The reason I'm supporting this is because I want murdering gang members off of our streets. Okay, that sounds pretty reasonable, right? Yeah. And then they're in conflict with a group of people that are saying, we don't think fucking abuela, my grandma that's 65, should get deported after being in the United States for 40 years. Okay, that sounds reasonable too. You guys are in conflict because of what? Because you both are coming from a place where you think the outcome is going to be optimal if we do this, but you're not even really in the same reality. Yeah. What is truly taking place on the streets? What is truly taking place? Who is ICE going after? Because if you follow any type of left media,
at this point, what it is, it's riot versus riot control.
Yeah, but I
don't even know that they're out there looking for illegal immigrants anymore, as much as it's just a standoff between, it's like MAGA versus LGBTQ fucking battle royale in the streets. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the funny thing is, all I can think about whenever all this comes up is that, like, the extreme libertarian in me is like,
just let them kill each other and fucking.
Well, borders are fake. I want to be not told what to do, but you're going to draw a fake ass line in the dirt and be like, you can't step over that. Fuck you. How long until, again, control state, kill switches in your cars before you have to ask permission to drive to Oregon or Idaho from here? Or once there's kill switches in your cars, what if you're in a Tuesday, Thursday travel group and you can't drive on Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
Yeah, and you can't go to the stores on these days. Like, all that shit's
like, imagine being in the woods in the Cascades and being like some guy stepping out of the bushes and being like, this is the Canadian border. If you step across this line in the dirt, we're going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we're in the mountains in the forest. Like, I'm just walking.
Dude, I saw something. Do you know who Matt Walsh is? Are you familiar with him?
Yeah, I think so.
He did the documentary called What is a Woman,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
He's funny. He's certainly funny. But I also think a lot of his talking points are pretty spot on. And he tweeted the other day, he said, how come white people are still considered invaders after being in America for 500 years and being in South Africa for 400 years, but the people that just got here last week are considered like the greatest, like the immigrants that just got here, like, oh no, we have to treat them with all of this respect and honor them and take care of them.
It's all a game.
But white people are
just the people who say that can't actually rationalize it.
Are evil invaders.
They've been told their talking points by MSNBC, and now they just go repeat them. So that's kind of like back to social programming, where some people are so asleep at the wheel and just functioning on the programs that they're given that they cannot think, or maybe I'm not sure if it's inability or laziness and they don't want to because it's difficult to think, but they just watch their chosen media source and then parrot it back.
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
It's like NPC behavior.
Yeah,
because I don't believe that NPCs are like people without souls. They're souls that are completely asleep, which leaves them completely reliant on learned behavior to function. Yeah. And so they require CNN or Fox News or Instagram or YouTube or fucking Twitter, wherever they are getting their source from. They require that so that they have, I don't want to say an opinion because it's not their opinion. It's what they've been told.
They're just regurgitating.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because you said like they want to put all this gear on and look like a Delta operator. But what's funny about that is the other side, like the left, they also think that they are as proficient as a Delta operator. True. Because they're like, he was standing here and then he shot here and he should have done this and he should have done that. And I was like, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret.
Yeah.
Okay?
Shooting pistols is really hard.
I was a deputy U.S. Marshal, which is one of the more spearhead agencies of federal law enforcement, right? I was on a special response team, which was pretty hard to get on. You had to be fit. You had to be a good shooter. Outside of the 16 guys that were on the SRT, most deputies, and this isn't me trying to cast shade or be mean, because a lot of those, I'm still friends with a lot of people down there, but this is just what I saw. Most deputy U.S. Marshals are not very fit. They're not very tactical. They're not very good at clearing buildings, shooting guns, fighting, none of that stuff.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's a bureaucracy.
And that's the U.S. Marshal Service.
Yeah.
ICE is fucking way below that.
Yeah.
So
also a bureaucracy. They're not spending money on their people. They're punching paperwork. And
I think
people
their academy is something like 6 weeks, bro.
Is it?
Yeah. And academies are bullshit anyways, dude.
Yeah.
Like you can't really bring people up to much proficiency.
So most of that is like legal study, right?
Yeah. And like the time spent on the range, bro. Well, here's the truth about tactics. Shooting and fighting, you can't get good at that stuff unless you really want to get good at that stuff. Yep. And that's a personal desire to get good at it. You can't get good at it because of how much time your agency allocates to the range. Yep. You'll never become proficient. You have to strive outside of what the agency allocates. 95% of agents are not willing to do that.
No.
And it's like, okay, this is your chosen profession, but you don't want to be very good at it. But then you get sent out into chaos and bullshit happens. Yeah. And bro, you brought up the mask too. And maybe this is an unpopular opinion. If you're wearing a mask, I think you're a fucking pussy.
Yeah. Yeah. If you are a federal law enforcement officer and you're afraid to show your identity.
Like, bro, this is who the fuck I am. This is what I do. And this is who the fuck I am. Yeah. I've served a lot of warrants, bro. And I've never covered my fucking face.
I want to dress like a Delta operator, but I don't want to let anybody know
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And here's the thing. It's not from a place of like, you know, like the old school pictures when we're in Afghanistan and like blacking out guys' faces that are like in the unit because they don't want to be known. That's not what this is.
Right.
This is fear.
Yes.
This is fear of repercussions because of the profession that they chose.
Yeah. And masked men are more scary than men whose faces you can see.
And
like there's a psychological event going on there as well.
I wouldn't put a mask on if I was one of those agents. Here's the thing. If I'm not proud enough to say, hey, this is who I am and this is what the fuck I do.
Yeah, that's true.
And if I'm not proud enough to fucking put my stamp of approval on that, maybe it's time to ask yourself if this is something you really should be doing.
Yeah.
And this isn't left propaganda or some left radical ideology. I think all the people on the left are fucking, I think their brains are rotting. Like there's a lot of fucking stupid shit happening. But at the same time, you don't even have enough confidence to stand behind what you're choosing to do. I don't know, man. I see all those guys and it's like, you guys are, it's just gross.
Yeah. I agree with that. And I'm also eyeing your joints because I'm like, we're going down this road of ice and fucking political bullshit. Let's smoke pot and have fun.
Dude, I don't think, here's the thing, man. I mean, I'm down to smoke some pot and have fun. But, you know, I had someone say the other day, they're like, instead of focusing on all this stuff, you need to just be pursuing personal excellence. And it's like, okay, that's a cool thing to say. That's a Andy Frisella highlight, right? But I don't think pursuing excellence and having your finger on the pulse of what your society is currently that's immersed in. I don't think those two things are mutually exclusive. Now, can it get to the point where you are hyper fixated on this shit and to go back to your nervous system? You're tense and you're mad and you're angry and it's like it's negatively affecting your life. It's probably time to pump the brakes a little bit. But we are part of this society.
Yeah, what did you used to say? Like informed but
not consumed. Yeah. And bro, that's easy to say. It's hard to do.
Right. It's that scroll that causes your nervous system to tense up.
And I find myself getting consumed. But the equal and opposite side of that is I am also, I mean, before we started, I worked out for an hour and then I took an hour-long stock course that you took with me, right? I'm still pursuing personal growth and personal excellence.
Yeah.
I'm trying to grow my stock portfolio. I'm trying to become really fit before I go on my expedition. I'm trying to run this business. I'm trying to do all these things. I'm trying to purge some toxic people from my life. I'm still trying to pursue excellence. And I think that should definitely be the primary focus of your energy, right?
Yes, because you can't change anything outside of your body. So any of us can really affect is what's inside. And my personal experience that I keep, like trying to hammer on people is that when you change your internal experience, your external experience begins to reflect it. And the reality is I can't affect what's happening in Minneapolis.
Yes.
So getting like you're correct. Yes, be informed, be aware, but to get emotionally invested in it when it's a couple thousand miles away and there's literally zero, there is not a fucking thing I can do to affect the situation in Minneapolis. So if I get my panties in a wad over it, what did I really, all I really did was now I may possibly create a negative experience for my kids or my family or my friends, my jiu-jitsu training partners, whoever is going to be around me now is going to feel the effect. Like we talked about nervous system earlier, the resonance of my nervous system. So if I'm letting my nervous system get activated by something I can't do anything about, I'm just fucking up everybody around me with that resonance.
Well, I'm still torn on what the right answer is, though, because
is this infused? I gotta go light it.
It's infused. Okay. This shit will hit strong.
Right.
I don't know what the right answer is for me yet, because me and Jenny, and you're part of the portfolio too. Now you're seeing how wealth can get generated. Massive amounts of wealth can get generated in a way that is nothing more than really playing a video game.
Yeah.
You watch the patterns, you get in, you get out, you get in, you get out. It's like you're playing Zelda.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like Mario. Jump at the right time.
Jump at the right time, and you can have hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And Jeremy said he thinks Jenny will be a 100K a day girl.
No shit.
100K a day trader. He's like, she's that good. She has the natural, her brain, you know her brain, you know Jenny well.
Yeah.
She's sharp, bro.
Fucking A.
And he's like, she can be a 100K girl. I can't say that over and over. It's like a fucking tongue twister.
Yeah.
But so we have a path. I mean, she made $1,000 this morning.
Yeah.
You heard
that's what's fucking funny. But like everybody listening to this, start saving some money.
Yeah.
And then figure out, I don't even know how to say where to go from there. But you don't have to be stuck in your 9-to-5 grind, and it doesn't take. I used to think it would take like this impossible nest egg. Like if I can just save $1 million, then I can get out.
Yeah,
like, you don't need much.
But we'll dive into that next, dude, because I think it's important. But her and I are in a place right now, even right now as we sit. We could buy a sailboat and probably live out the rest of our natural life. Just fucking cruising the world, having fun.
I wish you would.
You know, and bro,
I would say, it's funny. I thought about that the other day. I was telling Christy about it. I said, because we were talking about your rowing.
Yes.
And I said, for as long as I've known Greg, he's been talking about sailing around the world, not rowing.
Yeah.
I said, selfishly, I've always hoped he won't because I like hanging out with him, but I also hope that he does.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. I actually think the row is a way to intimately connect me to the ocean from a place of more of a respect, maybe a fear, an understanding of what this thing is and what it can do. And then after this, go try and build a path to go have fun on the ocean now. Because I'm not delusional. This is not going to be fun.
Yeah, no, dude.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not delusional.
When I first heard about it, I was like, oh my God, that's fucking miserable.
A boat gets here on Monday, bro.
Does it?
Boat gets here on Monday. Yeah. But anyways, to wrap up this thought is like, I'm in a place where I could go just be me for a living, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing,
Greg,
bro.
It's the best.
Oh, I know. I'm pretty much me for a living now. I teach jiu-jitsu and fucking talk into a microphone with my friends and smoke pot.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I can't get the thought out of my head of, dude, George Washington had to sit with anger, I'm sure, to be like, you know what? Fuck the king. William Wallace had to sit with anger to be like, you know what, dude? Fuck the king. Like, you see this theme, right?
Uh-huh.
And not that I'm part of the no kings thing, but it is the same energy of fuck the king.
I think there's more power if you flip it and focus on not the why you fight is not the person you hate, but the people you're fighting for. Like to make a better situation for our children.
Yeah.
The things that you love. There's more power there.
And I don't know. I don't know what is going to be the more righteous path because, dude.
And freedom. It's just for like William Wallace fought for love of freedom, not because he hated. Like I think if you let yourself get consumed by anger, even if like that's a dangerous trail to tread on because you can fall off the edges real fast. if you focus on something like love of freedom, I think there's a lot more power there, and it's a much safer direction. It's both more powerful and safer, because you can't fall into the abyss. You sit with anger too long, you might fall into the abyss. We are definitely stoned.
Well, no, yeah, of course we're stoned. But here's the thing that's important too is freedom isn't just like, because we're moving into a weird phase of humanity. Mm-hmm. Elon Musk says, and when Elon talks, I fucking listen, dude. Mm-hmm. He says you have 5 years to get into the wealthy class, because after that, the gap's going to get so big, you're in one or the other, and you're fucked if you're not in it.
But Elon's one of the guys trying to build the false god through AI.
Well, whatever, bro. I'm just saying.
I think one way or another, this system has to burn. Like here's a jujitsu analogy. If you have me inside control and I want to reclaim my guard, what's the first thing I have to do? I have to create space.
Yes.
So we're full up on space here. The phoenix has to burn before it can rise again. We need this shit to burn because in that space is the opportunity to create something that we love.
Yeah, but a lot of that's outside of our control.
True. But I think it's falling apart because the whole system is built on lies. And this is another like important concept that's come out of these ceremonies.
These stoned conversations.
Yeah, and stoned conversations is the importance of things that resonate with truth. And I was talking about knowings outside before.
Yeah.
Knowings resonate with truth. You just know. Like I remember, I've said this before. When I first met Tyler, I didn't believe a word he was saying, but I knew he was telling me the truth because truth resonates. Mm-hmm. And so I could feel that whatever, like it was like,
you're like he's saying some wacky shit to me, but
exactly.
But it feels good.
But it's true. He's telling the truth. You know what I mean? So it was hard to reconcile that for a while. But now understanding what it feels like to know something is true in your bones. That's why I was saying, like, I'm getting a little reckless, not reckless with my words, but I'm starting to be more just direct and honest with people. And it's kind of like, oh, fuck, watch out what you ask, because I'm going to tell you the truth because I understand that frequency and there's no fear in it. As long as you stand in truth, nothing can oppose you, and you can feel confident and calm is the big thing.
Bro, and that lesson took me a long time. Probably until I was early 40s.
Yeah.
To be able to tell people the truth. Mm-hmm. And not that I would lie, but you don't want to. Here's the thing. Telling someone you don't care about the truth is easy because that can be fuck you energy, right? Yeah. This is what I think. You don't like it? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Telling people you love the truth.
Yeah, there it is.
That hurts them.
Yep.
Is hard.
It's rough.
It's hard. And not even always
or even acquaintances who you just want to be be polite and friendly to because they're good people.
You took the words out of my mouth. That's not even people you love, but people that up until this moment, you've had good interactions with.
Yeah.
And so it's like, fuck, man. All right. You're not going to like what I have to say, but. And there was a part of me that was apprehensive to tell people things that fucking hurt their feelings. And it's not until the last few years. And you know where the biggest shift was? It was right fucking here. Because people come into my office all the time with some fucking life fucking drama.
Yep.
And I'm not even saying it's a bad thing. And I always say, like, well, if you want to fucking do a comprehensive review of my marriage before you ask me fucking relationship advice, I would advise that. you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I ain't a relationship expert by any stretch of the imagination. But here's the thing. When people trust you, they want your opinion. And it doesn't really care. It doesn't matter how successful you've been.
And in that trust is the importance of telling them
there
the
it
truth.
Is, right?
Yep.
And I've had enough of our teammates be in a position where I'm like, okay, it would basically be a lie if I don't say this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And like, dude, Chris Requa, who did the podcast a couple weeks ago, and he talked about it, is like, one of the things he loved about this place is he's like, bro, you called me in your office one day and you said some fucking like gnarly shit to me. And he goes, but it was the first time someone had said like hurtful shit to me from a place of love and not a place of anger.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, that was life-changing for me.
Yeah.
First time I had another man do that to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you something that hurts your feelings out of love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not out of anger, dude.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to do. I've been on the phone recently with people who are going through their own struggles. And at first it catches me off guard because all of a sudden your phone rings, hello, and here it comes, big intensity.
Yeah.
And the thing I keep falling back on is like, oh, fuck, I don't know what to do in this situation. It's like, you just got to tell them the truth.
Yep.
And a lot of times they're like, ugh, fuck, you're right, it's me.
Bro, I'm going to let everybody in on a little secret right now, okay? I don't care what your counselor says. I don't care what Tony Robbins says. I don't care what your fucking wife says. 100% of your problems come down to the mirror.
Yeah, yeah.
100% of them.
Yeah, I was about to say 1,000%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like that's once you have that understanding, like I'm so fucking far from having this world figured out in the scheme of life. I feel like I'm like probably a purple belt. Like purple belts are good. I'm doing some good shit, right?
I'm pretty, still make some mistakes.
I'm pretty
here and there.
formidable, making mistakes here and there, but I also have a long way to go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's like once you can realize I am the cause of 100% of my problems with your wife, with your job, with how much money you have, with your fitness. And here's the thing, like maybe your wife's a bitch. Maybe you're right. Maybe she is a fucking bitch. But if you haven't purged a bitch from your life, go look in the mirror.
Yeah. Or
exactly.
She's reflecting
you
ass.
And you haven't addressed what's making her be bitch. And once you do, and bro, the older I get, the more I realize
it's all a reflection.
Women are tremendously simple, bro.
Yeah.
Tremendously simple.
Everything is. It's all a reflection. Even your living situation.
Yeah.
Like Christy and I live in our dream house. And it's like, dude, I know how this came to be. It's an external reflection of internal change.
Yeah.
And I say that to everybody, and half the people get it, and half look at me like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, bro, dude, you want to talk about stone thoughts? Yeah. I remember sitting in the sauna, and you're talking about this house that you found that was beautiful, that like you put an offer in on and it got refused or whatever. It had some uncertainty to whether the deal would get accepted or not. And you said, here's the thing, man, I already know in my heart what's supposed to happen. So it doesn't bother me that we have all these back and forths with the offer because I already know how this ends up. You know how it ends up? With us having a fucking bonfire on your beach, dude.
Yeah.
Like fucking kicking it out in the woods.
Yeah. No, the day
you knew it.
We walked in and I looked at Christy and I said, we live here.
Yeah.
And I knew it.
And dude, and then fucking boom. And so, yeah, that's, and the older I get, the more I realize that you're exactly right. Most shit is simple.
Yes.
People make it more difficult than it needs to be. You want all the relationship advice you ever need? After I just said, don't take relationship advice on me. But no, here's the thing. I did work through the storm, and now I'm coming out the other side realizing like, oh, women are pretty simple. Make them feel appreciated.
Yeah.
That's it, bro. Yeah. If your woman knows that you appreciate her.
Yeah. Presence. We're back to nervous system.
Like, hey, dude, you're taking care of the house. You're taking care of the kids. You're taking care of me. You're fucking like pretty. You bring me good energy. Just bring some of the things up that you like about them and let them know that. Your marriage will be flawless.
Yeah.
Because, bro, sure, there can be some other fucking bullshit going on. Once me and Jenny have figured out how to like sit with more of an appreciation energy than anything else, when problems do spike and sometimes that nervous system hits in and it is like fuck you energy for a minute, it's a minute now.
Yeah.
It used to be 3 days.
Yeah.
And she'll literally walk over and hug me and be like, all right, we got that out of us. We're good now. We're good now. And it's like, so I'm not saying the bullshit energy is not going to enter your fucking marriage. It always will because women are easy, but they're fucking nuts too. Sorry. Like fucking, I'll say that to my mom. I'll say that to my wife. And I can confidently say that from a place of, I know you think we're nuts too. Like, our energies are obviously it's the yin and yang, which is now yin and yang, I've heard. Have you heard that?
No.
Everybody says yin and yang now.
Oh, are we changing? It's Pakistan?
Yeah.
Pakistan.
So, yin and yang is
up.
no longer a thing. It's yin and yang for all the fucking hippie community.
Yeah.
So we have this like congruence where we come together, but the truth is it's different. And that difference will never fully be understood by the other. And that's what we fucking attribute to the crazy, right?
I think it's presence. I think you have to spend present moments, a lot of them, together. To like that's the foundation of relationship, is the ability to sit down like you and I are very present with each other across this table right now. That's what makes this enjoyable for us, and it's what it makes it like engaging for listeners. So you have to have those present conversations. And I think a lot of people they're both sitting watching the TV, or they're each watching their phone, or, you know what I mean? There's a lot of distractions.
Well, we have both perspectives here at the table, which are interesting. A guy that was in a marriage that was a roller coaster, and now I think I'm out the other side.
Yeah.
And then you're a guy that was in a marriage that
was a roller coaster, and I'm out the other side.
It kind of went off a cliff.
Yeah.
And you separated from it, and now you found a new relationship where you have a much better understanding of what feminine energy is and how it interacts with you.
Yeah, and how to balance it in both of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, oh boy, I don't even know where to start with that.
And it's not to like hurt anybody's feelings or put blame or anything like that, because I think...
yeah, my ex-wife and I were always in fight or flight.
Yeah.
Because that's what most Americans are. And so it's when we're back to, if your nervous system is resonating chaos, which is fight or flight, tension,
bro,
right?
100%.
Then you're just bouncing off each other like oracally. Your auras or your electromagnetic fields are just going.
It's interesting that you could recognize that now.
Yeah.
Looking back on it, because your friends could see it.
Oh yeah.
You know, like me and Stefan talked about it one time.
Sure.
And obviously no one was talking shit. It was like from a place of concern. And he was like, I went over to their house and talked to Nathan about some stuff. And he's like, he could just tell you were like fucking locked in like fight or flight.
Yeah.
Because Stefan, isn't it interesting that Stefan could read energies?
Yeah.
Before any of us.
Yeah.
Since he was like a kid, basically.
Yeah, he's like baby Buddha. Baby Buddha in action hero figure body.
Yeah, exactly. Captain America looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
But a Buddha Zen like fucking soul.
Yeah. I miss him. I wish he lived up here. So, and here's the thing is that everybody's sort of locked in their own shame then, because then they're like, fuck, I can't get along with my significant other. And the reality is both people are good-hearted and they're both trying their hardest. But what they don't know is that their nervous system is activated, because when you're in activated mode, you're not aware of it. So
you know what else I think?
That's why self-witnessing is so important, is when you start to be able to be like, wait a minute, why am I all tensed up all of a sudden?
Bro,
like,
when you're in,
fuck out.
what is fight or flight? What is it? It's self-preservation.
Yeah.
Me. Me. That's what I'm fucking here to worry about, and that's what I'm here to save. That's fight or flight, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as everything's about you, like, bro, you're
just playing defense now.
You're playing defense. And if everything is about protecting you, that means I'm good, everybody else is the problem.
Yeah.
And bro, I look back on like all of my marital issues, bro.
Yeah.
And been like, oh, I could solve that now in 10 minutes.
Yeah. And and at the core, the reason it's so difficult for those conflicts to be resolved is because both people are coming at it from like a good-hearted position where they're both trying, but they're unaware of the activation of their fight or flight. So you just get that and so you trigger each other. And so the issues vary from couple to couple.
Bro, they could prove this shit with science too, right? Like I bet there's literally
you can measure the electromagnetic field of a human.
And like probably like a heart rate spike, shit like that, right? Like, hey, if your wife says something to you and that makes your heart rate go above 150.
Yeah, or just feel your shoulders and your arms. Like you sort of snug up your shoulders up towards your ears a little bit, and you're like, fuck.
Don't talk to her until it's back to fucking 90.
Yeah, yeah. And that's when you got to get on YouTube and just pull up breathwork videos.
Well, bro,
and you can fucking do this shit yourself in your bathroom.
Here's another pro tip, all right? For you young guys, pro tip.
Breathwork.
No, well, yes, breath work too. But sometimes when we were fighting, Jenny would be like, I'm going for a walk. And then I'm offended that she's walking away from me when we're trying to hash something out. Yeah. I'm fucking talking to you about this right now. And you're just going to go for a fucking walk. Like I would take offense to it, right?
Yeah.
Well, bro, sometimes it goes back to what I just said, the heart rate thing, right? Like, let them go for a walk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, dude, like, or another thing is like, I'm going to go fucking sleep on the couch. No, we're fucking talking about this. There's a reason the term sleep it off is a thing because it resets you, right? And, you know, I think I've only left the house once. And in all of our years of fighting, I left the house once or twice and slept here, right? Slept in the office, which is like slumber party time. Like, I love this office. Yeah. But I've also been depressed as fuck in here. Oh, you know, like big old fight. She's like, we just get the fuck out of here or whatever. Yeah. You know? But I don't know, man. At the core of all of that shit, it's because you can't accept a portion of the blame.
Right.
That was one of the biggest things that was an aha moment for me is obviously Jenny getting ahead of that. And then she said, we were like on the verge of divorce. And she goes, listen, if this is the end of us, I just want you to know, I know a big percentage of us not making it lands on me. And it is my fault. A big part of this is my fault. And I can own that. And it's like, she set her shield down first, but it felt good.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't make you want to go to war with her. It made you want, oh, maybe I'll set mine down.
Yeah.
We're kind of just talking now. This feels kind of good, right? Yeah. But it's I still don't know if that woman does that kind of stuff intuitively or if she's so much more advanced that she's like playing a couple steps ahead of me.
Jenny?
Yes.
Jenny's a powerful witch.
I know, that's what I'm saying. This is like, dude.
I don't know if she knows it, how powerful yet.
I think, bro, she knows.
She's starting to find out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I sometimes even laugh. It's like, you just came and got this fucking like aggressive animal to be like your muscle so you could just take over the world.
Yeah.
I'm honored.
I had a distinct vision in mushrooms of like, it was Christina in the woods. And then we like shapeshifted to where she was different, but she looked like a pagan witch from 3,000 years ago. And I was just a big black wolf.
Yeah, it's the same role, dude.
Yeah.
I like being the big black wolf, though.
Yeah. That's part of the sacred masculine. That is the role of the sacred masculine because the women are they're the magic makers. They're the healers, right?
Yeah.
And our role is to keep them safe while they do their work because they keep us safe in the emotional realm. So we keep them safe here.
So bro, check this out.
Plane.
And I have a deck of cards called the Wildwood Tarot.
Okay.
And some people think tarot is like evil. No. If you think tarot is evil, go buy a deck and pull a card and see what the meaning means. Dude, I don't care what religion you are. The teachings are about like self-love, accountability, awareness, self-awareness, like mutual respect, like all that stuff, dude. Right? And so I sat down with Jenny and I said, hey, I'm going to pull a card. This is going into the new year for 2026 on what the theme for me is for our marriage. Bro, what fucking card do you think you could pull? I mean, I don't know if you know the cards.
I don't know.
But the meaning of this card was safety.
No.
And it literally read as like, this isn't going to be the most passionate year. It's not going to be the hottest. It's not going to be the coldest. This is going to be a year of relaxation into safety. And it's like, duh. I know that's what she needs. Of course, that's what every woman needs.
Yeah.
You really want her to thrive. Let her relax into safety.
Yeah.
Because, bro, if she feels safe.
Yeah. And it's hard for men to sort of acknowledge in themselves, but most of us, our nervous system is living in fear. Even if like in our mind, we're like, I'm not afraid of shit. I'm a big tough Army Ranger, right? Our nervous system doesn't know that. It's in that like, oh fuck, we're in defense mode.
Yeah.
And so again,
that's
MDMA ceremonies. That's
what
what plant medicine does. Is it's a cheat code to relax your nervous system for a couple hours, and once you feel it, you can't unfeel it.
I mean, you can call it a cheat code, but the reality of today's world is our nervous system is getting clogged by an equal and opposite cheat code on the other side.
Yeah, yeah.
Where, just like you said, dude, you watch a guy get executed in fucking Iran, and it just has a dark energy that goes into you.
Yeah, 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 100%.
That shouldn't have gone into you ever throughout history, because there's no way for you to interpret that or feel that or be a part of that. And now we're a part of all of it. Dude.
I've never even thought of it that way.
Oh, dude.
We're
part of all of it.
No, I mean the thought that when you watch, like, Instagram always tries to show me like kids getting blown up by drones in Russia, right? And it's like
dark energy.
Yeah, I didn't realize, like, you probably do take some of that in.
If you feel it, if you're feeling it,
yes,
it's because some of it's getting into you, dude.
Yeah, fucking A.
No, dude, and dude, I see those videos come across my feed sometimes, and it makes me so happy that we didn't have guys coming after us with drones.
Dude, that's scary shit.
You know? And then I think about it, well, on the other side they did. We always had the drones. Yeah. Maybe not the little fucking tiny ones you're flying directly into people.
A-10s. Yeah, with a pilot.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
God, dude. You know what I'm seeing in some guys is that it's bothering them that they're coming to the conclusion that we were the bad guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, you can tell it's like...
Yeah, because they
some
gave
people are struggling with that.
Because they gave a lot of themselves to it. This is part of this, like the twist on all of this is that it takes advantage of your good-heartedness. So all these
youth and your naivety.
Exactly.
Like,
so all these soldiers go to war with whatever their version of good-heartedness is,
that's
with
exactly
God
right.
or country or
that's why you can't feel bad about
adventure.
It, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they find out later.
Did you go there because you wanted to fucking become part of the Third Reich? Like, no, dude.
Nobody.
Yeah, you're there because of all the things we believed. Yeah. And I still think the majority of the military is composed of men that are that.
They're there out of good-hearted reasons.
Yeah. Most the way up and down the chain of command. Yes. I do believe that.
But then it gets a little twisted.
Mm-hmm. And now you're invading Iraq and staying there for 10 years.
Yeah. And part of that is like a desire to believe in the system. Like, you want to believe that we are there for good. You know what I mean? It's like the stormtroopers want to believe that the Empire is doing good for the galaxy.
Of course, bro. Yeah. And dude, 20 through 29, I was in the Middle East almost consistently.
Yeah, we spent all of our 20s.
20s, bro.
Yeah.
I turned 21 on the night we were supposed to invade Afghanistan on the airfield in Jordan.
Yeah.
You know, it was my 21st birthday.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to be jumping into Afghanistan,
you know what?
dude.
I turned 21 in Ranger School and did my last deployment to Iraq when I was 30.
Okay, my last deployment was 29.
Yeah.
So I turned 21 in the Middle East because I remember we came home and it's like, dude, let's go buy a pistol. Mm-hmm. And then let's go party. You know what I'm saying? That was it. What does young Ranger want to do when he gets home? The first day you're 21. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, bro. You bought a Glock.
Yeah.
And I bought an H&K.
Classes. Yeah.
And fucking years later, I completely jumped onto the Glock fanboy team and was like, what the fuck was I doing back then?
Yeah, we didn't know.
we didn't know. Yeah. All we knew is that what we were issued were Beretta M9s and everybody hated them. So your personal gun has to be something different.
Has to be something cool. Yeah.
Fuck. But yeah, that's if you're still sad about shit that happened in Iraq and Afghanistan, the Matrix has you fully.
Yeah.
Not only did they fucking,
but it's
only did they get you there, mm-hmm. but now they got you stuck there.
Yes. outside of the present now. We've talked about this here before, because the future never arrives and the past is a memory. So if you're not in the now, if you're living in the memory of how cool you were when you were in 2nd Ranger Battalion, then you can't be present now.
Yeah, and a lot of guys that are stuck in traumas that's exactly it. They're not able to just be in the now.
Yeah.
And like, bro, fuck, dude, and Dave will probably do the podcast at some point.
Mm-hmm.
He's moving up here. He's getting here today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he was a special operations veteran that had seen a lot of shit, and his brain was just struggling with it. And he came up here and started kicking it. And
his nervous system.
And being present, bro. And being fucking in a place where he can go. And he's like, dude, I'm moving up here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Came back with his wife, and she dug it. And they're like, all right, I'm moving up here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
cool.
Awesome.
Fucking Megan in the house
that
we were just talking to.
You're right.
Fucking met her in Louisiana to Guns and Geese. She comes up here and goes, fuck, I'm moving up here.
Yeah.
And here she is, dude.
Here she is.
It's cool to see, man.
It is. It's like the soul family is reuniting.
Well, and here's the thing, man. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So if you're not happy where the fuck you're at, one thing that is a must is something has to change. That's it. Mm-hmm. And that's what I told Megan when she got here. I was like, you were here too. I was like, here's the thing. If Washington ends up not being for you, the place you came from is still there. Mm-hmm. Like people think like you're moving across the country.
You'll never be back.
Lake Stevens is still here. And if at any time I change my mind, I'll go back.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like, but Megan came up here and was like, oh, I really like the people up here, and her and my wife and Rachel, like all their girlfriends, like, you know how girls can be very hard to allow other girls into their circle.
Yes.
Like I think it's easier for men to socially like connect with other people. Women.
That's part of that wounded feminine. You mentioned the balance earlier. And so girls who have a wounded feminine have a difficult time connecting.
So when she came up here,
and Megan's also a powerful witch.
Yeah, fuck yeah, she is, dude. She's gonna do the podcast because in her previous life, before she left to come up here, she was Dexter Morgan.
Yeah,
crime scene now, blood spatter analysis.
Oh, I thought you meant serial killer.
Oh, I hope so. I hope that's her superpower. I'll pry into that when she does the show. Yeah. But no, another example of a first responder, because even though that was her specialty, you have to be a sworn police officer. So you go through the academy, you have to work your way into that, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, fuck, how long can you do that for? How long can you go, like this is where a 3-year-old got ran over and man. And so like she literally came up here and we talked about it. She's like, dude, I don't feel like I have, she goes, I enjoy the work, like the scientific detective side of it, because it's interesting.
Yeah.
She goes, I enjoy the interesting side of the job, but the emotional side is about, I think I'm at capacity. I said, you're not saying that by accident. If you even feel that enough to say it out loud, you need to step the fuck away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she did, and she said, fuck yeah, dude. And she did. Yeah. It's cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a scary thing to.
Well, and here's an important thing for all of you cops out there, because this is one of the most common things I get. It's like, fuck, dude, I need something different. You know, law enforcement is in a place now where they will always hire you back.
Oh, you're right.
That might have not been true 10 years ago or whatever. Remember when me and you first applied? Because when I went into law enforcement, you applied with me initially, right? Uh-huh. And it was pretty competitive.
Yeah, you're right.
There was a lot of people trying to get in.
Yeah, I was actually hired by Everett PD.
I got halfway. I got the offer at the same time.
Yeah. Okay.
And I said, actually, I got an offer from the Marshal Service too.
Yeah.
But remember when we went through that process?
Yes.
And there was a lot of goons at the PT test and shit too.
Yeah, but there were a lot of competent people.
There was a lot of competent people.
Yep.
And so, a good friend of mine who is in charge of the county's, once they're hired, training them up to becoming a police officer, seeing them get through the academy and then doing post-academy training, right?
Yeah.
And he says, dude, it is so hard to get competent applicants now. Not only applicants, but people that go through it and then start. And you know where you're seeing a bunch of them quit, dude? FTO.
Oh, really?
He says they do the job for a month or two and they're like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, not doing this for 30 years. Thanks, bye.
Fuck, dude.
That's what they hired, or they gave me the offer, and I said I want to do a ride along first. And the guy I rode along with was such a fucking douchebag that I was like, I can't. This
is
would be
not for you.
This would be my coworker. Nope.
Yeah.
Take me back to the construction site. At least there's some fucking weirdos on construction sites, but they're real.
Yeah, dude. No, here's the thing about being a cop. It is an impossible job.
Yeah.
It's just an impossible. At the end of the day, it's an impossible job. And if you're doing an impossible job, you're never going to feel satisfied. People are going to hate you. People are going to spit their fucking poison at you. They're going to dump their problems on you.
This is an interesting one to apply. Your interactions are reflections of your internal state. Like, cops also approach you with that sort of bully like they initiate a conversation with a bullying, like they're taught that, like, hey, use direct energy to sort of attain or assert yourself in a situation. So they come at you with this sort of like bullying attitude right off the bat.
Yeah.
And so then, of course, then they're pissed off when they get met with an equal and opposite resistance. And a lot of times, I think it's the police officers who instigate the conflict.
I think, I would say just based on my coworkers, I would say the majority of cops are not that.
Okay.
But
I also don't know that many cops.
Well, I was going to say this though. The interactions that impact you and stick with you, unfortunately, are those ones. And there's still a decent percentage of those. You want to know what's strange to me is like the cops that like in the lunchroom are cool as fuck. And then license, registration, and proof of insurance energy to the public.
Right.
And it's like,
that's what I'm saying. They
wait,
feel
dude,
like
no, like I thought you were cool, man.
It's behavioral programming where they think that in order to do their job correctly, because that's what they were taught, they have to be this way. It's not necessarily that they're a bad person. It's just that they put on this persona behind their badge.
I think it is a direct reflection that your dick energy as a police officer is in direct reflection of your capability.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Because the good fighters, the tough guys, the good shooters, they're never the guys that talk to people like that.
Yeah.
They're really not, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
It's the ones that, because they don't have power, they feel like they need to project it. And it goes back to the old adage of all bark and no bite. The Malinois that just fucking gives you the look and says, the eyes tell you, try me. That's the most dangerous dog. It's not the one putting the big show on. The big show is to hopefully make the fucking attacker back down. You know?
Yeah.
It's a little, it's in fucking nature everywhere. Like the frilled lizard.
Oh yeah.
My neck gets so big that hopefully you choose not to fight me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they want. It's all show. I'm not a big lizard, but I'm going to look like one momentarily. So you choose not to fight me.
Yeah.
That's what they're fucking doing. They're going up to the car and like a frilled lizard, they're opening that fucker up and saying, look how big and bad I am. Please don't fight me.
Yeah.
God, that's a perfect analogy, bro.
Yeah.
Stoned thoughts on the endless endeavor. I nailed that one. Because, bro, when you are, and here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize is like, because we talk about shooting and fighting and those are a part of capability, especially if you're a police officer. But most importantly, your capability is just how you fucking present yourself as a human being.
Yeah.
That's it. Like people will choose if they're going to choose violence, if they're going to choose to flee, if they're going to choose some type of emotional conflict with you, they're going to fucking choose that.
I'm sitting over here having my own stone thoughts about how that same police officer who comes up to the window, license and registration with the intents, that is them projecting chaos.
Bro, it's the worst. It's the worst.
So the issue starts before they even get out of their cruiser because they're they're approaching the situation already in fight or flight.
Yeah.
So they're bringing the fight or flight to the situation.
No, bro, I was always always nice to people when I pulled them over.
That's probably an institutional problem across every department in America. Is that the officers are in fight or flight, so they are bringing that vibration to every situation they are in.
Yeah.
And so it's not, again, they're not bad people. They're just fucking normal human beings whose nervous system behaves like human being nervous system.
It's that's not even a theory. That's a medical fact.
Yeah.
There's data to support that first responders' hearts go out within 5 years of retirement.
Yeah.
Because it's a lifetime of cortisol.
Oh, you're right.
So like,
then when you finally get to relax a little bit,
boom,
your body doesn't know what
can't
to
handle
fucking
it,
do with
dude.
it.
And
Holy
that's a
shit.
statistical fact.
Yeah.
You are more likely than not to die of a heart attack within 5 years
Yeah. Yeah.
of retiring as a police officer.
Yeah. Because your body's been constricted for 40 years and then you finally let go and it just.
And dude, here's another thing. We've talked about this as far as like you being in construction, but it's the same thing. It's like,
it's high pressure.
but it's like, oh, I get nights and I get this many 4-day weekends and then I get a 2-week vacation. None of that shit means shit.
Yeah.
When you know it's day 7 of my week vacation, I got to go back on patrol
that
tomorrow.
Tightening. You start tightening back up again. It's like, fuck, tomorrow we're back.
Bro, I'm not exaggerating when I say this. Like, I'm literally not. I don't think there is an amount of money you could pay me to do patrol in Seattle for 1 year.
No. And I can't.
I'll give you $100 million for a year, and I think I would have to say no because I don't think with where I'm at, like emotionally and mentally, that I could do that job. And
my time is worth so much more now.
that's what I'm saying.
Now that I
couldn't bring that to myself.
Yeah.
I couldn't bring that poison to myself.
Yeah.
For any cost.
Yeah.
And also, like,
Or just the
I'm
feeling.
already free. I was actually thinking when I was rowing today, I was listening to a book, and that's one of the things. It's like, if you want to be free financially, you already have to believe and feel the energy of freedom and know that you're a sovereign, free person. Mm-hmm. The energy of money, and people think, oh, that's crazy, right? That's woo woo. Everything's energy.
Everything's a reflection.
So an exchange has an energy to it. So that's what we're talking to is the energy of money.
Mm-hmm.
The energy of money is not going to be something that is attracted to you until you can be something that believes like you have the worth of the capacity of what that is.
Yep. And most of us were taught, again, just learned behavior that we weren't worth more.
And I can honestly tell you, I feel comfortable as fuck being like, pour into me, universe.
Yeah.
The more you give me, the more shit that I'm going to be able to do.
Yes.
And I know it's good shit.
Because it frees you up to live in alignment.
Yeah.
And that's, Christy made a great point the other day. She's like, kind of makes sense that life would reward you for enjoying it. You know what I mean? Like you weren't sent here to be miserable. Who told you that? That's like Catholic programming. You came here to be miserable.
Well, no, bro.
Have you seen those videos on, it is on Instagram where they're like explaining Christianity to a Native American. They're like, yeah, so God really loves you. So he fills you with sin when you're a baby to show you how much he loves you. And then you have to spend the rest, your only one life, you have to be fucking miserable because he loves you.
And if you fuck it up, you're going to hell.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. That's like, people are fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah.
I like a lot about Christianity, though. I do.
I like the teachings of Jesus.
Fuck, that's what I'm saying.
But
that's what I'm saying.
Christianity came hundreds of years after Jesus. Imagine if a religion was started right now based on the words of George Washington. And they're like, here it is verbatim in this book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think Jesus was like us. I think he was a rebel and a revolutionary. And think about the stories. Some of the, like, there's nuggets of truth hidden in there where he went into the temple and flipped the money changers' tables because they were taxes. What were we talking about an hour ago? Taxes, right? So
Hey, what would
I think Rome? I think Rome murdered Jesus because he was about to start a revolution.
That's a T-shirt. What would Jesus do? And how him flipping the tables, dude.
Flipping the tables, bro. Hell yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Hell yeah.
You know
exactly. And one of my favorite quotes I read somewhere is, Jesus didn't come to build temples; he came to flip tables.
Yeah, fuck you energy is part of it, dude. Well, I was just telling Megan this.
Think about who he kept with. He kept with the beggar and the prostitute and the thief because they were authentic. Mm-hmm. They weren't living learned behavior inside the system of the empire.
I was just talking to Megan about this. So it's like the wild animal that's inside of me, the wolf that wants to flip tables, right? If you believe for whatever reason that you were incarnated into this world in this skeleton covered in meat, I'm probably supposed to do some skeleton meat covered shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like fight for freedom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like fucking go fight and fuck and flip shit over.
Yeah.
I'm going to go do some meat covered skeleton shit, dude. Right? As opposed to like
meat covered skeleton shit. That's another t-shirt.
Yeah. If everything I was going to do while I'm in this meat skeleton is about trying to spiritually ascend and chase enlightenment and peace and love, and I wouldn't have even came down here. Yeah. I'd go be a floating soul in a universe of love and light, dude. I'm here to do some shit, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And if the soul is infinite, right? I think everybody from every religion would agree that the soul is infinite, right?
The awareness.
They just believe like the journey is different or where you end up is different, right?
Different stories to explain.
But here's the thing: if the soul is infinite, I'll let you guys in on another little secret. Yeah. What's going on right now isn't that big of a deal.
Nope. That's what I'm saying.
So just relax.
Yeah.
Like I know we're at war with ice, and I know this weird spinning rock we're on right now has a bunch of pissed off motherfuckers.
The phoenix has to burn, buddy.
But you know what, dude?
Enjoy it.
If you believe your soul is infinite, just achoo, and it's over. And maybe where you're at next will be better, or maybe it'll be worse. Yeah. That's the journey. Mm-hmm. But right now is not that big of a deal.
No, it isn't.
That's like who fucking cares? And you guys, you want to know that's the magic of marijuana. You want to know why I like being a stoner? That's one of the reasons, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Because it helps you sit
that zoomed out perspective
and comfort with what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Because that's the truth, bro. Shit can be real fucking bad. Mm-hmm. And there's people with the perspective like, yeah, but it could be worse. So it's all good, right? Or there's people, it can be really, really good. And there's people that want to just find the one thing to decide to be all fucking grumpy and pissed off about.
Yeah. But that again, that's lack of presence. That's going outside themselves to find something. Like most people, if you close your eyes and think about the bubble that's like 3 feet around you, what's going on in that bubble that's bad? Probably for most people, not much.
Yeah. You probably are warm and fed.
Yeah.
And for fucking the majority of human beings from the fucking, and safe. Mm-hmm. You're warm, you're fed, and you're safe. And for a human being to experience all three of those simultaneously, there's probably, it's probably a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a percent of human beings from the dawn of mankind until now that got to sit fed, warm, and safe.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there right now,
Yeah.
and you're fucking bitching about whatever.
Right, because you're in fear of tomorrow. You're in fear of the next. Yeah, the future that never comes.
Well, bro, isn't it crazy? Men will run to their death. Because we've seen men that are courageous as fuck, dude. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Men will run to their death, but they won't quit their day job.
Yeah. That's,
because they got a mortgage. The fear of a mortgage is technically scarier than a RPG to the face.
Yeah, or not knowing where my health insurance will come from.
Yeah.
What will we ever do?
Yeah, fuck, dude. I took lots of gambles on that one, bro.
Yeah.
Because I would quit, right? Like, dude, fuck you. There's been I had a obviously with the Marshal Service, and then everyone knows how the last one played out. And it's like, when your shit just abruptly comes to a fucking end, there's a lot of unknowns.
Yeah.
Who don't fucking care either.
Yeah.
You know,
quitting my job in August.
Like,
same thing. You just have to jump.
Because people are like, well, what if something catastrophic happens? It's like, okay, if we get in a car wreck and it breaks her fucking femur and I don't have the money to cover it, well, she's still going to get the surgery.
Yeah.
And I'll fucking figure it out.
And we will figure it out in the moment.
Yeah, and I'll figure it out.
It's impossible to figure it out now.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
So don't figure it out now. Be here now.
But here's the thing. Everybody thinks you're nuts for not paying into insurance when my family doesn't go to the doctor. We don't go to the doctor. We never really have.
No.
So unless somebody gets really hurt, we don't really use doctors.
Yeah.
And then if it's something that's middle of the road, say they like cut their finger with a knife and need some stitches, okay, then I'll fucking pay out of pocket if I have to.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be 11 grand. Okay, whatever. Like I'll figure, that's not the end of the
something
whatever, dude. And so, yeah, there was lots of times in between
Meanwhile, I think to privately buy insurance in this state right now is $2,000 a month. So $24,000 a year.
Yeah, that's
so
what
you could just be putting in a savings account.
Bro, why do we think insurance companies exist? It's not to help you cover shit.
Yeah.
It's to get rich.
Yeah.
Right?
And yeah, there's some of the biggest companies in America.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why?
That's because they want to get rich.
Yeah.
We want to, no insurance fucking people came together and said, let's build a plan to really make sure that people can have adequate coverage at an affordable price. Yeah. Like, they don't give a fuck about that, dude.
No, absolutely not.
And they probably couldn't, if we're being honest. They probably couldn't exist.
Yeah.
You know?
The business is what it is. It's just that it's been enforced by law now, right? That's the crooked part. That's the real motherfucker of it.
Yeah, dude. You have to do this.
You have to have car insurance. You have to have, or what's even health insurance now with Obamacare. You have to have.
So not to go down doom or gloom, I'm just curious.
I shouldn't say you have to have. You are told to have under threat of more IRS punishment.
If you had to guess the whole 2030 agenda thing.
Okay.
15-minute cities, you can buy groceries on these days. Fucking everybody has equal income, all that shit that you hear is the agenda of the world elite. Mm-hmm. Do you think they literally try and implement that and then it is met with force? Or do you think it doesn't even get there?
I'm not sure. I think this might be the split that everybody talks about, where half of, like, we'll all still sort of be walking around together, but half of humanity will be plugged into a neural link that communicates directly with Starlink satellites, right? So that and at that point, it's going to get real hard to decipher what is an authentic you and what is being beamed into your neural link, right?
Bro, they've done experiments with that with just shooting sound into people's ears from a laser, and they can't tell if it's a thought or an external thing they heard.
Yeah. And so I think, to me, what's so important about doing like this spiritual work on myself is that at the end of the day, the fundamental thing you are doing is getting really familiar with what is authentically you and knowing yourself. And so I think that's the split, is there's going to be people walking around living in like their authentic self. And I think there are going to be people walking around plugged into the Neuralink system who can't tell the difference.
Well, regardless if it's a literal or like metaphorical Neuralink system, all the people that are pulled to that direction are going to be the ones. Most of it will, some of it will be fear-based, but I think the majority of it will be comfort-based.
Oh, yeah. To get your Netflix services and your...
Yeah. Oh, and then there'll be a percentage of people, like just like the vaccine. Well, I had to do it because my boss.
Yeah, or connect universal basic income to
but universal basic. Oh, I got to do it because my kids. No.
They give you $3,000 a month if you get a Neuralink.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I needed it for this or that. Yeah. It's like, there's no bending the knee, ever. Yeah. Yeah. Just make that commitment to yourself, then it's easy.
Yeah, yeah.
If everybody did it, it would never become an issue. Mm-hmm. But only 3% of people are going to do it. And then I'm going to run off into the fucking woods. We're going to start a fucking tribe of people.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly have no idea how this all plays out. All I know is that we went way down rabbit holes, but we started talking about the resonance of truth.
We've talked about it a couple times.
Yeah. What is very obvious about the current system is that it's built on lies, and they're all being exposed right now. Mm-hmm. So the house of cards is getting shaky, and it's going to fall.
We're going to see some real wild shit in our lives.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I don't know what that means, but maybe the wildest shit that humanity's ever seen. I think it's very likely.
Like in the Vedic traditions, like the Hinduism and Buddhism, this is a changing of an era right now.
Yeah.
This system, here's Trump, the disruptor. Here's the changing of this era of humanity. We're going from the Chinese New Year or Year of the Snake, shedding its old skin
to the fire horse.
Yeah.
That was last week's episode.
All of these ancient religions are lining up. And it's all coming to shit's about to get wild. But on the backside of it is freedom.
Dude, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I've always said my grandfather lived his whole life cutting shingles in a wood factory.
Yeah.
And his whole life was just this normal thing. It's like, and then he died.
Yeah.
No. Mm-hmm. I want to see some wild shit.
Dude. I came to do meat skeleton shit, boy.
Yeah, because it's like, Gavin Newsom and JD versus JD Vance. Like, it doesn't feel like that's ever happening.
Yeah.
There's some crazy shit coming before. That's not a reality.
That shit ain't going to happen. No, fuck no.
So why not? What's going to happen?
Yeah.
I can't wait, dude.
Yeah.
All right. That's it.
All right.